Oh. Ooh. Are we calling ourselves Sword, I guess? We've been naming our protagonist after whatever version we're playing. So. I guess this is Sword. Oh, really, Matsuri? Hey, you Shadow, how are you doing? You think Scarlet's gonna be your main one? Oh, pfft, heck. Bear with me. Enjoy Chairman Rose's speech with no subtitle or no voice acting. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the wonderful world of Pokemon. All right, bear with me. Oh, he's just gonna sit there and stare for a second. There we go. I should really learn to just throw this thing on charge after I stream with my Switch, but I never do. Oh, you have the rest of the week off? Enjoy. I enjoyed Arceus a lot. I enjoyed this game a lot. I know the gym music in this. Holy crap, is it good. All right, hello. Our beloved Galar region is a wonderful place with thriving nature, beautiful cities, and many Pokemon with which we share our lives. As you know, our society is able to thrive. Thanks to the help of these mysterious creatures that we call Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon are all around us, in the sea, in the sky, and even with us in our towns. No voice acting. I wish. And those who choose to raise and train Pokemon to do battle and compete. We call Pokemon trainers. Oh, but I'm getting carried away. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rose, and it's a pleasure to be here. Now, turn your gaze to the Galar region's greatest Pokemon trainer, your undefeated champion. It's time for the Champion Leon's exhibition match. And his undefeated Charizard. Exhibition or not, Leon, your pristine record is about to end when I beat you here today. You don't know you know I don't lose battles, Raihan. Charizard Dynamax. Yeah, the Pierce concert was the most awkward thing. But yeah, I think, you know, it's funny, I don't want to judge it ahead of time because obviously I haven't played it yet. But the thing about Scarlet and Violet, from what we've seen of like the gym battles so far, they feel very lackluster compared to like the stadiums and the chanting and stuff in this one. So. It's weird with the voices of our players keep the characters in their heads, but it's just jarring the more cutscenes they do with the miming. Yeah, it really is. Hello, hello. Oh god. FNAF guy? Oh, that your Flash... Forgot about the lingo in this. That your Flash new phone, Sword. Were you watching Lee's exhibition match on it, but you can't cheer him on with your hands full? No, the only way to properly cheer on Lee would be with his famous Charizard pose. Oh, didn't expect to see you here today, dear. Isn't this the big day? Yeah, that's exactly why I came running over here to get Sword. Never mind watching the match now. I got it recording at home anyway. I record all my brother's matches. Come with me, Sword. He should be here any minute. And Lee always brings presents when he visits, so I wouldn't forget that bag if I were you. I've gotta run. See you at mine later. It's like, I don't even want just like that, what we just experienced, to be voice acted. I don't care about that. It's the Chairman Rose speech, it's Pierce's concert, it's like the big cutscenes. So. Oh, did you Arcane? Nice. Oh, little Munchlax. I liked the art style in this game though. I enjoy like the detail in the house, it looks really good. Brushing off in that state, Sword. Didn't Hop say you should bring your bag? Last I saw it was in your room. And don't forget to grab a hat for the weather. TV. The latest video game console? Why don't you just say the Switch? What? Just, it's the Switch. Okay, yes. Thank you. It's the Sega Switch. Don't forget about that. Yeah, if you have certain Joy-Cons. I think because I'm using the Pro Controller, it doesn't really care, but OLED was out at that point. So it wasn't even true, yeah. Look how pretty this front garden is. It's a pretty game. But look at you, Sword. That old bag looks like it could pull you over. At least we know that it should hold anything Lee might bring, even if it's big as a Snorlax. A Wooloo, but what's it doing there? That's a mood. Hey, you silly Wooloo, I see what you're up to. Don't go using tackle on the fencing. Oh? Okay, good. Bear with. Sorry. I thought I heard some static again. Everyone knows there's scary Pokemon living in the slumbering wild. Still don't know if I'm saying that right. That's taken care of. How about it, Sword? Let's race, but I can make it to my house first. With you lugging about that big old bag. The boo was like, I'm done. Just let me be free. God, the amount of people who shiny hunted for Wooloo when this game first came out, they were stuck on Route 1. So bad. Did he say he was going to his place? I just read it out loud and I have zero clue. Is this how friends behave? Mom, is he here? There you are at last, Hop. Oh, and you brought along Sword. Hello, dear. Yeah, but where's Lee? Have you got him crammed up in a cupboard? He's still not here yet for the 100th time. Honestly, Hop, you must learn some patience. He's probably only just arrived at the station in Wedgehurst. That's where I'm going. You know Lee is hopeless with directions. Make sure he doesn't get lost on the way. Oh, will you? Yes, that probably is for the best. Gotta come with, Sword. You've still never met my big bro, right? Can't miss out on your chance to meet the undefeated champion. Wait for you out on the route. Bear Twitch TV emotes aren't showing up in chat. Spam some Bear Twitch TV emotes for me, friends. Oh! I wonder if chat's just broken. You guys remember it was broken for a couple days? It was working earlier though, right? Yeah, we're back to this. Let me try refreshing it. Bear with me. Alright, try again. Yeah, it was working this morning. Oh, there's some fire. And there we go. There's a fish. Oh, that's a little bit big though. That's fine. Let's get a move on. Only remember, Sword, wild Pokemon could come out of nowhere if you walk through patches of tall grass. Got my Wooloo with me, so I'm ready for battles against wild Pokemon, of course. But not you, Swords. We'll steer clear of all the tall grass as we go. There you go. Thank you for letting me know. Chat, it's been having some weird moments. I forget how pretty this region is. It looks good. I like it. I like the details. Look at them tights. Hello, Witchers! Your champion Leon is back. I promise I'll keep doing my best to deliver the greatest battles for you all to watch. It's our unbeatable champion, Leon. You and Charizard are the greatest. Well, thank you for that. I hope you'll carry on training up your Pokemon and never shy from battle. Come challenge me for the champion title. We're on it. We've all been working on our battle skills just like you've taught us to, Lee. But that Charizard of yours is too strong for the likes of us to take on. True, the Charizard is blazingly strong, but other Pokemon can be strong as well. So I want the strongest of challengers to fill the gym challenge and come battle me. My wish is for Gal's trainers to work together to become the strongest trainers in all the world. Where's this wind coming? I swear he has like little fans set up somewhere. Lee! Hop! I'm sorry, they named one kid Leon, and then the younger one, they're like, this one's Hop. And I guess I can't talk, my name's Sword, so... So my #1 fan in all the world has come out of his way to pick me up. Look at you, Hop. I reckon you've grown exactly 1.25 inches since the last time I saw you. Bingo, that's the sort of sharp eye that's kept you undefeated for so long. These bright eyes over here. I've got it, you must be Sword, am I right? Heard loads about you from my little brother. The Galar region's greatest ever Pokemon champion and a massive Charizard fan too. People call me the unbeatable Leon. True, X was pretty shafted as well. Take our word for it, he's unbeaten, yeah. Come on, Lee and you, Sword. If I can beat you both back home. That Hop always wanted to be the best, isn't he? With a proper rival of his own, I bet he'd push himself to become something truly special. Got all the endorsements on his coat or on his cape. Everyone, I bid you farewell for today, but don't you fret. I'll always be around to make sure everyone in Galar can have a champion time. It's weird because when I first played this, I honestly thought that Lee was gonna be nasty or like, you know, something was gonna go on, but he's just kind of a big doofus who apparently is very good. Come on, Lee, you promised it a present, so out with it. You brought Sword and me Pokemon. You did, didn't you? I know you must have. Right then, the greatest gift from the greatest champion. Showtime, everyone. Alright, chat, you guys get your final choice today. It's almost worse than the falling from the sky. Take a good look, you two. See, again, this should be voice acted. Grass-type Pokemon Grookey. Fire-type Pokemon Scorbunny. And the Water-type Pokemon Sobble. Gilderoy Lockhart a bit. Yeah, like I was kind of expecting his like reputation to be all false or something. Oh. So I've gone with Grookey my first playthrough, and then Scorbunny I think on stream. Never done Sobble. They're all cuties, to be fair. They're all adorable. Bonk de fruit. Alright, line up everyone. Which one will you choose? The tippy taps. Yeah, that might be an idea at random. Go on, you pick first. I've already got my Wooloo after all. Alright, chat. It is the very final vote for our Poké Rewind. The very final vote. Are we gonna do fire, water, or grass? Guys, type 1 for fire, 2 for water, 3 for grass. You don't need to be a sub, you do not need to be a follower. It can be your first and only message in chat. I don't mind either way. You can be a lurker, feel free, I'm not gonna call you out. And it's just for funsies, you know, we're not doing a full playthrough or anything, but... End of democracy. Wish we could choose Wooloo. You're voting, really? Oh god, Pepper. Don't abuse the mod privileges. Oh, you guys are trying to tie it between fire and water, aren't you? Gosh darn it. Shoot, I voted wrong. This is not just for funsies, this is life or death. Dear lord. I don't think there was this much anticipation even when we were doing the voting for, my Gen 9 starter that I'll be actually using for the entire playthrough. Alright, fire is in the lead with 1 extra vote over water. And then grass is last. Or Grookey. Oops, then we retie it. whatever. If it ties, I will just do another poll, to be honest. To be honest. Anyone else? Anyone else? Or are we set? Are we going fire? Are we going with the bun bun? Let's just go. I mean, I love him so much. I want to vote water, not grass, so technically. End it. I'm reading that in the same voice. It's like, finish him. I have my Dialga. Actually, you guys chose for me. I'm going with, Toothpaste Duck, Quaxley. You guys chose. It was started for 4 years. Well, they gave us more time between Pokemon releases. Maybe we would, you know? Alrighty. It is done. It is done. The chat has spoken. And we're going for fire. We started with fire and we're ending with fire. Quite cute. Oh, hello. Welcome. Is it Naoki? Hope I'm saying that right. Welcome on in. I'm so sorry. I don't speak any other languages other than English. But Pepper, I would, but I don't really feel like it's fair because I never named any of the other ones. I feel bad. Filled to bursting with fiery passion. Is that the fire-type Pokemon Score Bunny? I am. To be fair, actually, out of all of them, I think I like Score Bunny's final form the most. I didn't like Grookey's. Chad is like Heisenberg. ED and Resident Evil just fighting over who can kill Ethan. Score Buddy's special move is amazing. I don't really it's weird because I used it more frequent or more recently than Grookey, but I don't remember it. Fireball that he kicks, yeah. Hey, Lemongrass, welcome on in. Pepper, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna name it, but if we find a bunny in Scarlet or Violet, you know the drill. You know the drill. Just because I feel guilty because I didn't name a single one of our other Pokemon during our rewind. Feels like a waste of potential to like Score Bunny's final Evo. Trump should have been part of its body, you think? Then I'll go with Grookey, you're mine. We need to be the next champion, so be ready. You and I will be doing some serious training. Wooloo's like new friend? Bet you will be, Hop. Well, I brought along these Pokemon for you and Sword. So the two of you can battle and train and grow stronger together to try to reach me. Oh! Oh no! Oh no, pick him up, give him a cuddle. You'll come with me. Tarzan will show you the ropes. He's strict, but real strong and real kind too. Oh god. I felt really bad about that. Oh no. Really need some help with choosing Pokemon. Oh god. In Violet, yeah. I guess we'll see. I don't know what's in that yet, so. I did Blue. I was half awake and I felt so bad about it after. Alright, enough of all of this trainer nonsense for one night. Dinner's ready, children. Bring along your Pokemon and let's all eat. Look how they're like bring them along, but like we're still outside. Oh, we do love our virtual hugs in here. The next day, spent the whole night with that new partner of yours, right, Hop? You getting on all right, understanding one another? Even built up a bit of love? Of course I have. Sword's made fast friends with her Score Buddy too. But listen up, new trainers, believe in yourself and your Pokemon. If you trust in one another and carry on battling side by side long enough, then someday, you might even become worthy rivals for me and the unbeatable champion. When you're looking at... Sorry, what are you looking at her for, Lee? I'm the one who'll be coming to challenge you. I think Sword might be able to challenge you, then I guess she's my first rival. I'm not planning to lose to her and miss out on my chance to beat the unbeatable champion. They just keep hammering it in, don't they? Just having a Pokemon with you doesn't make you a real trainer, you know. Proper trainers raise their Pokemon up to be first-rate in battle, too. Oh, and you think you're worthy of calling yourself such a proper trainer already, Hop? Guess I'll be the judge of that. See how you handle yourself in a battle against your friend, if she's up for it. What do you say? Willing and ready to take Hop on in the first ever Pokemon battle of your life? Let's do it. What happens if you say no? Or jointly to have a champion time battling with him. Yes, okay. Oh, enjoy your dinner, Pepper. Whatever it is you're having. If everyone's on board, Pokemon and trainers alike, then let's do this. Watched every match that Lee's ever had. Read every book and magazine he left behind at home, too. Know exactly what to do in order to win. Do you know that you didn't fall from the sky in this game? Yeah, there's a lot of repetitive dialogue. Pokemon battle it is then. I've got 2 partners with me. Oh, we don't have any fire moves yet. Okay. Ooh, sounds good, Pepper. Try to lose. Does it not like you? God, seeing these graphics right after we were done playing Sun, it does look good. I don't know what people are on about with the trees. It looks great. Hey, Faye. People think the beginning gets old fast, yeah. Alright. Fire move? Yeah, there we go. Alright, send out the grass one. It's not over yet. I've added another trusty ally to my team. Try to bite your finger instead. Oh no. There's a clip that plays during my BRB scenes of me trying to teach my old kitty cat Kiara to eat a treat off my hand. And she was very confused. She had never done it, so she kept trying to nom on my fingers. Oh, I forgot he always comments whenever you use a type advantage. Done literally nothing, yep. She was trying her best. She learned really quickly. She loved treats, so. But, it's still a really funny clip. You can see her just being like, what? Beat my 2 Pokemon with your 1? You and that Scorbunny are too much. Ever seen one of those? Oh, Pago shots fired. I like that line. I'm gonna use that next time someone talks about trees. Well, that was a shock. Guess I know why. Lee thought he should give you a Pokemon too. You and your Pokemon all fought hard. Maybe you almost want to let out Charizard and join in all of just the massive Charizard coming in and stomping on the babies. Good effort out there, Scorbunny. Why don't I get you all sorted? Sword, you've got real promise. In fact, I've got a favor to ask you. Be a real rival to Hop. Would you push him and make the both of you stronger? I already want to get stronger and stronger. You see me battle now, Lee, so come on, you've got to let me take on the Pokemon gyms. Ooh, join the gym challenge? Think you're ready for the single greatest competition in the Galar region? Not putting the cart before the Rapidash there, little brother. If that's really what you want to do, you two have a whole lot you need to learn about Pokemon. Especially your friend Sword. Before you think about getting gym badges, best to think about getting a Pokedex. Parents' Pokedex helps them learn lots of things about all the new Pokemon all the Pokemon out there, including their strengths. But it's more than just a collection of data, you know, it's a record of a trainer's love and passion for Pokemon training. Right, we get it. Pokedexes then, we're on it. It's off to the Pokemon Research Lab for you and me, Sword. That's the kind of enthusiasm a trainer needs. I'll let the professor know to expect you. Got to be the next champion, so completing a simple Pokedex will be nothing. Just another page in the tale of my legend. You probably better go tell your mom that we're heading out, though. 3 kittens. Oh, babies, they're getting the hang of wet food. They miss and get fingers a lot. Oh, sweethearts. They're so sweet when they're so young. Sword, did you hear that just now? Ooh, Solar Palm, that's interesting. The gates open and that Willy that was there, he finally succeeded. He's tackling the fence pretty hard earlier. You don't think it actually broke through there, do you? It's off limits. Nobody's supposed to go in there. Remember the professor's granddaughter went in once and she came back in a real state. That was nothing compared to the earful she got from the professor afterwards. Sword, what do you say? Yeah, we'll just leave it. It wanted to go in there now. Right, even if we're not supposed to, this is the kind of scene where you simply have to do what's needed. Hope you're ready for anything, because we're going in. Such a part in age than me and my sibling, because I for sure would have been like, nah, you're good, you don't need a gym battle. Oh, did you post picture? Okay, I gotta go look. I love little babies. That Woolly, where do you think it got off to? Fog is really coming on thick now. If we don't find that Pokemon soon, this might be trouble. I'm on iPad, hi! Woolly want to be dog food. Oh god, hi, I've been catching you in, Pokemon Go. I don't have Pokeballs yet, do I? I can just assassinate. Them cheats. God, the final boss. Them cheeks. Oh, I remember. I really like Corviknight. I completely forgot what its like smaller forms were. Don't critical hit me. Yeah, so problem, quite a few people already have their hands on it. Whether it's through Australian eShop accounts or... The early section felt distinctly different. You know what? Weirdly enough, Black and White. Black and White felt different to me, mainly because the first gym isn't a standard type. It changes depending on what type you chose. And, all the Pokemon leading up to it are normal type. I don't think there were any bugs, nothing that like any of the starters would be weak or strong against, which is different than a lot of the other games do it. Did you hear that? Was that a Pokemon crying out, you think? Oh, I forgot about the weird music in here. Yeah, I really like Corviknight's line. I love the little apple pie dragon, the smaller one. I know a lot of people use like the bigger one. My little Appleton. I liked him a lot. Yeah. He's such a sweetheart. We used him for our on-stream playthrough, I think, and I just fell in love. It was a new favorite. But yeah, speaking of, with regards to Scarlet and Violet, Pokémon Sword, that Willy might be in real trouble. Like I was saying earlier, it's just before release in a lot of different places, but some places, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, so on and so forth, it's already out. So just fair warning if you're going to be on socials today, if you want to avoid spoilers. I know I signed on to Twitch this morning and I saw people on the carousel, they were playing it. Or there's, you know, stuff being posted on Twitter already. Just fair warning, if you want to avoid spoilers, today's a good day to stay offline until you get your copy. Yes, the full-size one. Just a copy of Scarlet. I haven't bought a game Store in like over a year. What version are you playing tomorrow? Violet. Pago, true. Do you think you're gonna do a shiny playthrough? Ooh, I mean in the future maybe. I'm a bit nervous about how the shiny hunting's gonna work, but we'll see. This is mad. I can't even see my own hand in front of my face. I think I get now why this place is off limits. You're plugged in! What? Hi, puppy! Maybe this cable's going on me. What in the... You just... Bear with... Okay. After this, I might have to back out really quick and sort out the controller ish here. Yeah, no, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely offline pretty much tonight. I might not even really be on the Discord. Score Bunny used Ember. Move has no effect. Search Pokemon gaze is fixed on you. What? The move had no effect on it. How about if I throw myself at you? The move has no effect. Sword, I can't see anything. You okay? So the problem, you're just like, I'm out. Try a little bit of fire again. Can't see anything. I remember this forest section being a lot longer. Maybe I'm remembering a later visit, because I think you do come back. Which I know you come back. There's an oscillating fan on high. Same. Pop sword. What? Lee, how do you manage to find your way here? Your pants with directions, you always get lost. Well, it's nice to hear from the little brother who had me worried sick. Been waiting ages for you two and you never showed. Of course I came looking for both of you. Wait, where's the Wooloo? We were trying to rescue that Wooloo. Charizard's like, I wasn't gonna eat it. Don't look at me. Hi Lilybo, how are you doing? How's your Ollie doing? The old chap's just fine. Though all of you had fainted by the time I found you here. I feel this place is out of bounds. It took courage to come here all the same, and I understand well enough why you did it. You did good, Hop. At least that Wooloo's alright, yeah, Sword? I thought we had it when that weird fog started rolling in and that mad Pokemon attacked. But at least it wasn't all for nothing. Attacked by some mad Pokemon. What are you talking about, Hop? It seemed loads stronger than any Pokemon I've ever seen. It just had this sort of presence. My moves didn't even touch it. I mean, really. Also, hydrate. Thank you. It's a lot of reading in these games. They seem to pass right through it. Normal or cozy streams. Yeah, because again, it depends on how the shiny hunting works. But I do love some good chill shiny hunting streams, so that's an idea. Your moves passed right through it. So the fearsome Pokemon they see lives in the slumbering world. Are they actually illusions or something? It's strong enough and maybe the two of you could be the ones to reveal the truth someday. For now, let's simply get out of this place. You'll be alright now that I'm here with you. He's being a brat. Dogma-shaped bite out of it, but I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Even if we did get an earful from Lee, what an experience. This will make a pretty fine first page in the tale of my legend. Don't forget to tell your mom we're off to Wedgehurst now. She'll go spare if you leave without a word. And worse than Lee just did. But I really forgot how much, I guess lingo maybe is the right word. They try to work in from this region, where it's based off of. And it's nice, but for me, I don't know how to read it sometimes. Or it doesn't flow properly for me. Oh, now isn't Scorbunny just a sweetheart? Yes, I heard the news from young Leon. I'm glad someone bothered to tell me. Off to Wedgehurst, aren't you? It does go a bit extra, yeah. Here we are, a bit of pocket money for your journey. Buy yourself something at the Pokemon Center, maybe some potions or something. Remember that Scorbunny will battle to the very end for you, so don't you go pushing the poor dear too hard. And you, Scorbunny, look after my little sword. Come home to rest anytime you need. After all, east or west, home is best. And like, I don't mind. I love the idea of where this region is based off of. I love the look of it, but just sometimes reading the dialogue is a bit tedious. All right, give me a second here, friends. Single is a lot. Little sword. We are a dagger, which is actually a Final Fantasy IX character. Bear with me, friends. My controller has been acting really funny when I plug it in to charge. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in and see if maybe it'll work from this menu. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that works. Buy a few potions or something for your Pokemon's well-being, immediately runs to the store and buys a new hat. I was thinking about Pokeballs, to be honest. I just want to catch everyone. Here we go, this is quite the big first step, you know, my first step towards becoming the next champion. Guess I'll probably train up Grookey a bit by having it battle hiccups, but also Pokemon in the tall grass. You should get yourself into the building with the purple roof, and the great red and white ball mark out on front. It's the Pokemon Research Lab. Oh, I forgot that that's the research lab and it's not the like, cottage, I guess, out back. Searching based off the UK. Going to Pokemon battle and I need your strongest potions. See, the only thing about running through the grass, now that I think about it, is, this is the scary part, because, like, what if you encounter a shiny early, you know? I haven't had that happen before, and I'd probably be very upset if it did. Just be nice like Sun and Moon and give me Pokeballs before I even walk in the grass. Oh, hi, cutie. Okay, good, we're good. Still gonna fight everything though. Oh, this one's really good, honestly. I can, like, just for the base story, the Pokemon, how it feels to play, it's a fun game. Warranted by the odds, right? Once with the Pidgey, I think it was gold, I don't remember, I was really confused by it, god. Mm-mm. Virtual Zen, hello, how are you doing? Oh, come on in. Okay, we made it. Like you were saying, our odds are, you know, not that high, but... Hello. Well done! You reached the goal and managed to find the Pokemon Research Lab. Just Charizard comes stomping in. Same here. Yeah, I'm really excited to finally jump into Gen 9. Oh, did my controller just DC again? Dare I say, chat, I'm actually a bit concerned my Pro Controller's going on me. I've had it since release, so, you know. Alright, bear with me. We're gonna do things a bit differently. Go about this, different way. There we go. Sorry about that. You did a far sight better than I did my first time. I'm hopeless with directions. See how your world has already grown, all thanks to having Pokemon with you. No, I'm sure glad I've got Charizard with me to keep me from getting lost all the time. Now in we go. I don't know, actually. Oh, you got it preloaded and everything? And Will, hello, welcome on in. Just a little rundown if you guys are joining us. We are starting Violet tomorrow. I'm very excited. I am getting it physically, which means I have to run out to EB Games in the morning. That being said, I don't know if they're doing an early opening or not, so I don't know when stream is starting. I will be live hopefully around normal time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and I'll just be streaming the entire day, just until I get bored, pretty much, or until Chad's bored, or until I'm exhausted, because knowing me, I probably won't get bored. I know Leon's just like, mod check? Gotta give it to Professor Magnolia. Everything in here looks fascinating. Oh, Yamper! This cutie! I want one. What is it today, Leon? Looking for info on another never-before-seen super strong Pokemon? Wish he'd stop with these outlandish requests. I know, Yamper's so cute. Yamper gives me Fido vibes, though. Now from the new games. Good to see you too, Yamper. Yamper here is a real champ when it comes to helping you find your way around. Came to my rescue plenty of times back in the day when I got lost on the road. Oh yeah, and that's his trainer, Sonia. What can I say about Sonia? Well, I like the way she cooks. She makes food you can gobble down in a flash. What kind of an introduction is that? Bear with, sorry. Did you forget we were rivals during our gym challenge? It wasn't just Yamper helping you out, I did too. Yamper plus quick ball, yeah. Anyway, nice to meet you. Name's Sonia. I'm the professor's assistant. This is Sword. She's a new Pokemon trainer. Set her on the right path, would you? Look at his little butt. He's so cute. Oh yeah, so there was something yummy and coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna pick myself up some Starbucks, I think, on the way. There's a Starbucks there. Is it Ganthet? Hello, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Probably won't pick it up until this weekend. I have D&D tomorrow, and if I buy it tomorrow, won't flesh out the rest of the stuff you want to do. Yeah. You still don't know which starter you're choosing? I'm going for Quaxley, but that's because chat told me to. I would have gone Sprigatito otherwise. Hey, Tara, welcome back. What does he think I am? He's always got his head in the clouds. It's no wonder he gets lost all the time. Oh, well, so you've got a Rotom phone. Hey there, Rotom. Rotom phones are handy little things, aren't they? They've got a map and a navigation tool. That said, Leon still gets lost, so... Oh, sorry. So tell me, do you know a lot about Pokemon? You bet. Only been playing through all of them. Well said. In that case, I'll make it so you can use the Pokedex on your Rotom phone. You would choose the bell pepper one? Alex, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, Arcane to come out close to your birthday. Hopefully, fingers crossed for you, Faye. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to see how the multiplayer properly works, because I'd love to actually get some co-op stuff going. Rebecca. Just so you know, that Pokedex is a gift from my gran. Can you let Gran know that you received the Pokedex? She lives in the house down along Route Tau? Dear Lord, Route 2, you can tell I've been reading all day. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out here. I like this room a lot, but the void is a little scary looking. Alex with the 62-month resub, thank you. Appreciate that. Also hydrate, thank you. Hey there, trainer. Sorry to stop you. Just left the Pokemon lab, right? So that means you got Pokedex, yeah? Love talking to new trainers and giving them useful stuff. Thanks! Knowledge is power. It's a good idea to talk to lots of different people and read everything you can on your journey. Alrighty, I'll just talk to people just in case they give me the good stuffs, but I don't think they will. And also, by the way, for those joining us, question of the day. If you could go back and experience one game for the first time again, so essentially just wipe your memory of it, but you'll still go ahead and play it, what game would you want to experience again for the first time? Pokemon Research Lab. Okay. Got your Pokedex from Sonia? It's time to meet lots of different Pokemon and start building up a strong team. But battling strong Pokemon in the wild can leave your team in a bad way, not to mention that battling another trainer can do. Luckily we've got Pokemon centers. Pokemon Crystal and X. Both very good choices. I'm very biased. Level with me, Sword. Is this your first time in a Pokemon Center? No. I don't think you need me to tell you what you already know. Sword and Shield are good for this. If you kids are Pokemon trainers, you might want to buy some potions before you head out. Cheers, I'm already good though. Hey, towards Route 2, Sword. Come find me maybe when you're done here. Using my LTE to rant about the fact. Oh, your EB Games isn't opening early. Oh, I'm so sorry, girly. I really hope mine is. I have to check on that today. I don't know, that first Stardew binge. Ooh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, that first, like, summer I spent playing Stardew. That's a good one. That's a good answer. Okay. I have 31,000. Okay. They start you off nice in this one. Oh, the first one you played when you were 3, that's cute. Oregon Trail for non-Pokemon, Pokemon Sword and Shield. For Pokemon. And Sword, I've been thinking, if you're a real Pokemon, or if you're a Pokemon trainer now, you must want to try your hand at the gym challenge, right? Yes. Annual competition where trainers can battle it out for the right to challenge the champion. But the trick is that you've got to be endorsed if you want to take part. And Lee doesn't seem to think I'm up to snuff. So I think I ought to talk to the professor and see if she could help. Got to take part too. A proper rival is just the thing every trainer needs to keep growing stronger after all. Keeps you motivated, right? Professor's house is way down at the end of Route 2. I said it again. Why do I do that? Route 2. So let's head there and give our teams the chance to train up a bit along the way. Yeah, there's a new Oregon Trail, isn't there? Or like a remake or a remaster? Friends from out of town for the first time again, yes! A Wonderful Life, actually, that one too. That's why I'm so looking forward to the remake. Played the hell out of it, Graphite. I'm here to teach you how. You need to catch Pokemon if you've got any hope of filling in that Pokedex. Lee, where do you come from? Every Pokemon's got a type or two, which can make it good against some opponents, but poor against others. It's the reason we want to catch different Pokemon to cover one another's weaknesses. Oh, it doesn't give me the option here. Like a change for a traveler with no job. Oh, nobody's living grass. Hitting the feels about that ending all over again. Yeah, I think, you know, Breath of the Wild is probably one of my #1 answers. The original Kingdom Hearts one, because that's just, it's a lot of good feelings. Oh, if I've caught one before, interesting. Typical Lee. Give you some more Pokeballs. In return, I'll only ask you to catch plenty of Pokemon. Pokemon around here seem easy to catch, almost like they're itching to join some trainer's team, wouldn't you say? Breath of the Wild and Skyrim, yeah. revisited Sword yesterday for how much I love the music and Sword. Yeah, no one ever talks about it, but it's actually pretty good. Of course, they get experience points from battles to take on other trainers you meet along the path to help your Pokemon thrive. Alrighty. I'm gonna catch loads of Pokemon the professor will be shocked when she sees. Give me my bird. I want my bird and I want my Yamper and then I'm happy. Oh, on the old floppy disks, yes. Yeah, no, it's pretty short overall. I'm so used to, I was playing Let's Go last night. It's right there. And I'm so used to, like, you know, doing the movement for catching. I'll bravely challenge any opponent, no matter how powerful. This Pokemon benefits from every battle, even if defeat increases its strength a bit. You know, is that Rookie? He was just going in circles. I want the, Oh, you weren't who I was thinking of, but I want, that squirrel as well. What new Pokemon that we know of are you guys really excited for? I really like, Cerulgence? I don't know if I'm saying that right, design. I like Fido a lot. I like Lechonk, and I like Greavard. I like the doggos and the piggy, I guess. Also, Gimme Ghoul seems really cool, but I think I'm excited for that one more so. I forgot there's a Pokeball menu. Because it seems like that's gonna be like the new collecting thing, like the Diglets of this game or whatever. Or was it stickers or stamps, I think, in Sun and Moon? That suddenly just came back to me. Lechonk and Bread Dog plushies when? Constantly, a constant collector of information, this Pokemon is very smart. Very strong is what it isn't. Oh wow. Sorry, Blipbug. Shots fired. I'm hoping the squirrel pops up again later on. Oh, I forgot about the fox! I liked this one a lot. Oh, okay, so I had him on my team, evolved him, and then I eventually removed him off my team in my original playthrough, but I do like him. He has fancy little boots. He reminds me of, like, you know, people who, like, put on the winter boots for their dogs so they don't step on the snow and the salt. Okay, I'm happy now. Actually, wait, no, I need my Yamper. I'm incredibly down for an optional fetch quest. I love them. What was it, the spirits or whatever it was in Arceus? My dogs don't like the little boots. I tried little socks. What's his shiny? Okay. Squirrel! Come here. Don't care about suppose. I need to know. Uh-oh. Spiritomb bits, yeah. Oh, is it like a silver? Oh, that would be a cool one. Shiny is you? Yes, you are a shiny. You've deemed you one. Gray with blue highlights. It's neat. That sounds like a good shiny. That sounds like a good one. It's like a silver fox, yeah. There we go. Thank you, Rebecca, by the way. Rebecca's sending me the little art assets for Scarlet and Violet. And of course, just Quaxley so far, but that's perfect. That's actually gonna look really good on the overlay. Through the Galar region's Pokemon becomes uneasy if its cheeks are ever completely out of or empty of berries. Oh, I too get anxious if I don't have food handy. Oh, right, the Watts. I forgot about that. That's weird. That's a thing. Oh! Hello, I didn't mean to click on you or hit you. So excited to see the overlay. I hope it's good. It's, you know. I don't know, I'm always nervous when it comes to making an overlay for a game I haven't played. Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I thought that was Mike messaging me, which is why I checked my phone. But I wanted to see the Quaxley, like, sprite anyway. So. Actually, I should have realized it wasn't because I'll hear the ding from my phone if it's a Discord message, but I'll hear the ding plus my watch will vibrate if it's text messages, not Discord. So. Can I catch Yamper in this route? Does anyone remember or know? Oh yeah, Rosie has seen it. We were talking overlays yesterday. Because Rosie's look so much better. Is it Urso? Let me know. Hi, how are you doing? Steals things from people just to amuse itself with their frustration. A rivalry exists between this Pokemon and Nickit. Oh, this preschooler wants to fight me again. It's common master Pokemon trainers to battle when their eyes meet. Got put on 2 legs, yeah. I have to admit, after seeing X and Y and then Sun and Moon, the UI in this game, and I also noticed it in the trailers in Scarlet, it's very minimalistic, almost. It's clean, but it's very minimalistic, not a lot of extra detail. Which isn't bad, but maybe not everyone's cup of tea. When they try to cure cute stealing from people. Okay, but that would be adorable. I was honestly running into this again just in case it was a shot. I'm not desperate, I swear. Meowsified. Solid 7 out of 10. Fair. Very fair. I don't know what I'm doing for- actually, I guess Mike's coming over later, so I really don't know what I'm doing for food tonight. I need potions. Overdid the spice a bit. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes that can really make or break food. Make UI as hidden as possible. It's nice, but I have to admit, a lot of my overlays are based off the UI. Like, purposely, I will scan trailers for games and be like, okay, you know, how can I blend this in with the game? It's not looking good, uh-oh. Also, I just saw another Pokemon before we got into this fight who we haven't caught yet. It's that little turtle. Turns into like a Bowser looking thing. no! I hope that you get it soon. Yeah, from what I've seen, it's very, very minimal UI. Right, Torment. Whoopsies. Used to just mashing. Got her some toys because I'm a softie and he loves them. She sent me a video of him playing. Oh! God, I really wanted to bring Mike's parents' dogs and his sister's dogs' toys, because it's me. But I always feel kind of bad because I'm like, are they gonna think that I think that they don't have enough toys? You know, what if I don't buy them something that the people approve of? Like, I always chicken out at the last minute. But it was actually a good idea, at least I didn't do it for Mike's sister's dog, because she has these bull terriers, and if you know the breed, they're very hardy dogs. They're very, very headstrong. And she has two babies at home, a toddler who's wandering around and a smaller one who's not quite crawling yet, but like, you know, she can roll over and stuff. And these dogs will run over the kids or trample past them. Just, they don't have this concept and this awareness. So the last time I was there before the babies, before the pandemic, the dogs had so many toys everywhere. Came in this time, no dog toys, because they would get just really antsy over them. They have dog toy time, but not when the babies are around, so. Apparently the itch of its teeth impels it to snap its jaws at anything in front of it. Your teeth itch? God. Oh, that's good, Pepper. I saw my Pokemon. She was watching me play this a while back. When I caught Cheetle, she made him name it Nerd. That's cute. Or treats, yeah. Oh, you're shiny hunting. Best of luck. Dog toy time is a really good thing for, yeah, for keeping routine, right? I guess we'll keep doing this. I don't really remember Rebecca, that's the weird thing. Not around enough small children to really know. Actually, that was another really cute thing. The smaller baby, she was doing some mad crunches while we were there. She's on her back, like on the play pad thing they have on the floor with someone nearby, obviously. And I've seen babies lift up their heads and stuff, so she was doing that, but she lifts up her feet at the same time, so she kind of goes into like this V crunch. She's gonna have abs of steel when she's older. If she keeps that up. It's very fun to watch, and she likes when people watch her too. The baby last night, yeah, woke up every 2 hours and cried for food. Omni, why does that speak to my soul? Teething can hurt. You breathtaking too, Omni. I hope you're having a good one. I'm 26 and I can't even do that, right? Friend's new baby to get a little bit more robust. He looks too squishy and potato-like right now, yeah. I'm kind of glad we didn't go much earlier because, like, you know, this baby, she's looking around, she's like smiling at people, she's aware. Not talking or really doing too much yet, but she can move around and kind of, you know, she isn't so fragile, I guess. Which is what makes me nervous. Pokémon Violet DLC out before the main game. Last batch of grading, so I'm lurking. I hope that it goes well. I hope you finish it soon, Rosie. And also, I hope that the parent-teacher thingamajigs go well Well as well. I was saying to Rosie yesterday, I remember as a kid being nervous. I had no reason to be nervous. I was a very quiet, decent student. Just very quiet, didn't really participate. So I had no reason to be, but I'm shy. So going to the parent-teacher interviews was always kind of nerve-wracking for me. And as I've gotten older, I think about it and I'm like, even as a parent, I'd probably be nervous to go. And then from Rosie's point of view and our other teachers in here, I'd be nervous as a teacher talking to all these parents. It's just like there's so much nerves in this one situation. Made some chili for everyone. I don't want to meet them. Oh, I hope that they're all lovely. I really do. Just awful for everyone. It's a mood. Parents like to go just to hear teachers brag about me. I was a good student kid. My mom, in my schools, you went with your parent to sit down and talk. And my mom went to most of them. I think the last year of high school, she just looked at me and she went, "You're doing good?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "All right." I'm not gonna bother. So. Alrighty. Seem to remember someone chain fishing here for something. Look, there's the professor. So have you unraveled all the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon yet? Oh goodness, no, the whole thing is still full of questions. I'd hoped that my granddaughter would take over my research, but... I'm sorry, bear with me. Is her cane a Pokemon design? I'm trying to figure out what she's holding. Lovely parents, thankfully, but there's always that one, yeah. Mom almost never went to those meetings because she was like, "I see your grades. I don't need to drive 1 hour today to be told you're doing fine." I think there was some sort of chain fishing, that or he was just fishing repeatedly hoping to get a shiny. Is it a Corviknight? Dear me, I'm sorry, I didn't even notice my guess. Come closer, let me... Oh, it is! True, I can see it. My name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now come, let's head indoors. Yeah, absolutely. My hop dear, I see Baloo has made some new friends. And you must be Sword. I trust you received the Pokedex from Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it completed in no time. Most I know about Dynamaxing, right, Sword? Professor Magnolia has been doing research into the Dynamax phenomenon for years and years. It takes a proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamax to the fullest. There you go again, Leon, always talking about Pokemon. There are other things that are worth knowing about too, you know. Like how many different types of tea there are. Hey Professor, do us a favor, would you? Help us convince Lee he should endorse us for the gym challenge. Oh, Leon, why wouldn't you endorse them? Hop and Sword only just started out as Pokemon trainers. There's still loads they don't know yet. Dearie, I thought your dream was to have everyone in the Galar region become strong trainers, isn't that right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong. That goal is precisely the reason I gave them both Pokemon, in fact. Right then, in that case, how about this? Let's see if the two of you can show me such a brilliant battle that I'm left with no choice but to endorse you. Don't worry, I'll make sure both your teams are in good shape before the battle starts. Oh, really, Rebecca? And everybody's gonna get nervous. Everyone's nervous. Right, I'll be waiting outside, Sword. Oh, that's a fancy fridge she has there. You guys see that? What's that? It's not an ice maker. Fancy fridge, Grandma. Oh, he's so cute. I always liked how... Oh, I didn't know if I've seen this room. I always liked how detailed these houses are. Do what plants would want instead of what you want. If you keep that in mind, plants will grow. Can def tweet from that fridge. About to grab a pudding cup. Doesn't this kind of look like Pidgey? Oh, yeah, it does. Weird. Weird. Fair warning, you guys, by the way, we do have an ad break coming up. I've low-key completely forgot to mention them this entire stream. I've been so invested in Pokemans. So give me just a second here to stretch out my wrists and such. It's IHOP boy. Oh, I saw someone calling Hop Galarian How the other day. And before Corviknight was just a Galarian Pidgeot, right? Bear with, I'm just gonna go ahead and see if there's anything. Oh, there's an upstairs. Bear with me, I'm being nosy. Oh, right, this is the girls' room. Okay. They literally used house animations for him. Bird motif adds to the cane, so yes, she might have been designed before they decided on what the bird would be, yeah. God, this girl's got, like, so many things, and nail polish, and... Wait, chat! That's meant to be, the little, psychic fairy? I think it's fairy psychic Pokemon? I've never noticed that before. Is it Hatena? Is that the name? And then it's the 3 evolutionary. Oh, I've never seen that. Okay, okay, I see you. I see a little Appleton thing there too, I think. That's cute. That's cute. We do love a good Easter egg, we do. Yeah, this is Sonia's room, yeah. Bear with, just me being nosy now. I like that headset. I'm trying to remember what the map of this region looks like. Do I have a map already? Oh. Oh, my map kind of sucks. My map kind of sucks. Oh, Pepper. Can you zoom in again? There you go. Does it add up? Oh, graphite, that's true as well. Yeah, I can see that just down in the bottom corner there. Thank you guys for waiting during those ads, by the way. We're just kind of creeping. Oh, so that's the wild area? Okay. If you guys missed it, we were going on about how the 3 figures are, I think the word is Hatena, the, a certain Pokemon in this region. It's it and its evolutions. It's at the Galar Mines. You meet up with Sonia around there, don't you, again? Or am I thinking about near the grass gym? Hurry up, Sword! Gotta battle me so I can get myself that endorsement. I've become the greatest Pokemon trainer there is, and to do that I need the endorsement to take part in the gym challenge. Come out with everything you have so we can prove to Lee that we've got what it takes. Kick my ass faster! Pop. Rather interested in seeing how you 2 young trainers battle, too. I was gonna ask you, but I have totally forgot. That's a mood, though. Listen to you, too. The reason I'm unbeatable is because I learn from every battle I see or take part in. That's how I've gotten to where I am today. So, show me something good in this battle. Time for my legend to begin. I like how you can see Leon and the professor just kind of vibing in the back. If you've gotten a bit stronger, me and my team will put you to the test and see. I can... Actually, I had fire last time. Have you guys ever, Pepper, you just reminded me, have you guys ever seen those posts where it's like, if I got over my crippling social anxiety, my fear of the outdoors, and my allergies, I'd be unstoppable, like something like that. I'd be unstoppable. Or like it'd be over for you all. What's a mood? 110% confidence. Real cape, snapback, leggings with shorts on underneath, and Uggs. His legs do be interesting. Well, look at you. Seems like you've really learned your type matchups. Taste of our true power. Green power just keeps on growing stronger. Have a taste of our green power. Pokes with a stick. Graphite. Oh god. If I'd had hair, I'd have taken over Twitch. If I didn't have anxiety, period pain, and IBS, I'd be unstoppable. That sounds about right. Yep. Joylyn, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, double kick sounds nice. Let's just get rid of our normal tackle here. Rosie. Where's my hand button? There we go. Doing okay. You guys all hyped for Pokemon tomorrow? Oh, I didn't see what he's sending out. I'm just gonna keep kicking it. Be a close one, that's exactly my sort of match. Oh, right, double kick it wouldn't be good against the bird. Fair. Wait, the Christmas train. Tell me more about that. Arcane. Arcane, by the way, did you get anyone to help you with transferring Pokemon? I figure I can do that after stream if you're still around. You can just like message me on Discord if you'd like, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Not yet. Okay. Okay. Well, if you're around, or we could do it another time, whenever you want, really. I even got my Pokeball throw perfect too. String of defeat and the joy of victory. That didn't say string, that said sting, didn't it? I guess going through both is the key to the two of us getting stronger, right? Alright, we'll see you later, Rebecca. I'm so excited. Sleep well. Famous engine starring the Polar... Oh, we were just talking about the Polar Express movie earlier today. Oh, that's cool. That's very cute. I didn't know it was based on a real thing. You can stick around for that? Okay, perfect. Well, after seeing a match like that one, I suppose I have little choice but to give you both an endorsement as champion. That's really neat. That's very, very neat. Letter of recommendation in order to participate in the gym challenge. Yes, thanks, Lee. I swear I'm gonna win my way through the gym challenge to reach you. You may both be young still and plenty rough around the edges, but it was a proper battle. Charizard and I were both feeling the excitement in every last cell of our bodies. Hope you've always tended to get caught up in things like how you throw your Pokeball out. Things that have nothing to do with real strength. Honestly, I'd have been worried about you still obsessing over that sort of nonsense, but it seems you've really grown up a bit, little brother. I'd like to see some more thrilling Pokemon battles out of you too, Sword. Alright, Sword. You and me are gonna tramp against one another to aim for that champion's title. Absolutely. The more we keep battling against one another, the more our Pokemon will grow. What's that? Ooh, that would be cool, having different animations. So everybody, look at this, they're wishing stars. Since there are two of them, you should take one yourself. Oh, can we get the Discord link if possible then? Everyone's more than welcome to join, by the way. We are gonna have a actually we do have a Scarlet and Violet section which is leak-free. We don't want leaks in there, but people will be talking about the game obviously soon. And there'll be trades and stuff if you guys want to join. Stone found in the Galar region with a mysterious power. It said that your dreams come true if you find one. One of these my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're gonna be massive. Did they do that in Sun and Moon? Trust you to pull something like this. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their hearts, you know. I'll be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. I will be the greatest trainer ever. There, I said it 3 times, so surely my wish will come true now, right? Don't be silly, Hop. Those wishing stars are composed of a curious sort of rock containing unknown power. They're one of the most precious resources we have here in the Galar region. But they won't do a thing for you in that state. Give them to me now and I'll have you sorted. Ah, great. You've done heaps of research on the Dynamax phenomenon, haven't you, Professor? Then please, give Sword and me the power to Dynamax our Pokemon. First, we got a battle against that mad Pokemon in the Slumbering Wild, and now this. It really feels like we're getting caught up in the adventure of a lifetime. I do understand your excitement, young man, but don't get carried away. You want to save your energy for tomorrow's journey. You like the Dynamax more than the Megas? I enjoyed the hype around the Dynamax more, I think. There was just a lot of excitement, especially when you Dynamax and the chanting in the stadium and stuff would go on. Since I came back home right in time for all the excitement. You lot. Why not have some dinner? You must be hungry, right? I've been totally obsessed with making the latest trendy curries. But Crystal Hat. It's morning at last, and time for our adventure to truly start. Good morning to you, young challengers. Opposite tree, you really met some Pokemon you don't recognize, or you didn't recognize. Is there anything more you can tell me about it? Well, there was a weird heavy fog, and then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. Sword tried to fight it off, but then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. Right? Fount of information you are. Sword, Hop, these are for you. Got a Dynamax band. I made them by fitting the wishing stars you found last night into those bands. It's essentially like the new Z bracelet or whatever they were called in Sun and Moon. Just like the one Lee has on him too. Now we can Dynamax our Pokemon like he does. My word, you don't waste any time, do you? I think you'll find it's not so simple as all that. There are a number of conditions you must meet if you hope to have your Pokemon Dynamax and take on that gigantic form. Don't be afraid to go to all sorts of places and meet all sorts of Pokemon. It will help fill out your Pokedex too. The legend of my reign is finally about to begin. I forgot how cocky he is at the beginning. Come on, Sword, I'll beat you to the station. One last thing before we race, Sword. See, I've got some great advice for you. Now, sometimes you see Pokemon wandering about out of the tall grass. If you move real slow like you can crash down, those Pokemon won't pay you any notice. But on the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention. If you're a bit rubbish at whistling, just remember whistling, just remember this. If fail-proof trick, press the left stick. Try it out, let's see if you can catch the most Pokemon. Remember Whitehurst Station, right? Where we went to pick up Lee before? That'll be the goal, so see you there. Yeah, Leon took care of it later. Exactly, it's weird. You'd think that they'd want to show off such a— oh, Yamper! Sorry. Such a cool moment. Hi! I must have. Yes, go find your left stick and then you'll be able to whistle. Why did no one give me this IRL hack before? Oh, alrighty. I see how it is, Yamper. Omni, someone made the joke earlier that, like, you know, people were complaining about the trees in this game. It's like, of course they're complaining. They've never seen trees or grass IRL. This Pokemon is very popular as a herding dog in the Galar region. As it runs, it generates electricity on the base of its tail. You mean it generates booty electricity? I listened, everything was green still till I woke up. To a foot of snow! Oh no, yeah, we got snow here too. And it's not melting. It's a booty power, chat. Like, I get, you know, around the holidays, snow is nice and all. Any other time, it's just like, no, no, just don't. Just don't. I think I've caught all these cuties. Complex travel, yeah. 2/3 fair melted by now. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Okay. Not cold enough to stay. I'll lap down my road. Come on, Sword, you'll never beat me to the station at that pace. Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to have some tea tonight. My, oh, I forgot about those. My throat is a bit shot after all the reading today. I forgot how much, like, text there is in the beginning of the newer Pokemon games. The older ones, they're like, here's a Pokemon, here's your rival. Take this electric mouse and just go. The newer ones, they're like, undefeated champion 50 times. Which isn't necessarily bad, but hydrating, thank you. So, out with that sword, how many did you catch? Caught a really special one. And you got yourself... Ooh, just one. It's like we're at a... Oh, I guess it was from the station up. Okay, that's fair. Though we are rivals and all, so that's fair. If I had caught 0, would he have given me that as a pity prize? It's a TM. You can use them again and again, yes. Gym challenge will begin in Motostoke. Our train's waiting, so let's go. Random, that's smart. Not quite so fast, you two. What are you doing here, Mum? Hey, this day was coming since the moment you chose Grookey as a partner, darling. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know you two were setting out. So here, a little last gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. Hey, Phil. Something from Game Freak, like, okay, kids have a shit attention span sometimes, but they aren't stupid. We did fine with barely any information. 10 or less playing video games in a language I didn't even understand. Exactly, yeah. No, I understand completely. Remember, what happens out there if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine. Thanks, Mom. Just think of how lucky you are, mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. Because I'm certain to be the champion next. You'll see. Of course you will be, darling. Anyway, she's like, of course you will be. Do have fun and take care of yourselves. Be welcome back home anytime. We're off. It's just luck, not that we'll need it. It's a brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon up there waiting for us. Our Seven's running ahead of me even faster than the train can go. Come on, we're off. Whatever you say, sweetie. Anyway. Osaka is surrounded by a vast wild area. It's a real sight. There are all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering about everywhere you look. Plus, you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. I did spend far too much time running around here when I first started playing. This place is full of leaves. Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What are we stopped here for? Yes, this is the wild area station, make no mistake. Sorry to tell you the train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the tracks. What's there to be sorry about? This is brilliant. Brilliant? This wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you? This is the best possible place to put together the greatest team. Fight. Aw, I really did enjoy this. It was great. Look at that. It's Meadowstoke, way off that way. And between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Oh, hello, if it isn't Sonia. My grand gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those two young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Ouch. Yeah, I know a lot of people ran into, like, I think there's like a nasty Onyx or something over that way, from what I remember. Never you mind that, nothing to worry yourselves over. Question. I've been hearing it over the last hour. Did you guys just hear my microphone audio go a little bit weird with that last thing I just said? Or do you guys not hear it? I'm trying to figure out if it's my headphones or if it's my microphone. Don't think so. Okay. As long as it's good. It's just a little static. Which is always a bit concerning, so I'll try to sort that out later. I've been quite curious about that Pokemon you two met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it so the timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent. Being an adult has got its own challenges, eh? Said you needn't worry about it. Glad to be on the road, really, it's been ages. It'd be great fun to fish and camp and rough it outside again. Well, I'm off to go stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. I'm gonna battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and fill in another page in the tale of my legend. It may be graphite, that could be it. It could just be me turning. Actually, it was just doing it as I was turning. Maybe. I do have like a plastic thing around it, but possibly. What cheek. Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. Better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too if you want to take on opponents that strong. Fun spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There'll be Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? Oh, thank you. That still lets you access Pokemon Sword. I like that you don't have to go to a PC now necessarily. It's nice. Yeah, my cats all learn eventually to like tuck down their ears when I go to pet them in the winter. Walter is waiting for you. This is the start of your real adventure. Finally. I don't know, it does look like she's hiding something, doesn't she? Oh, and it starts raining right away. Oh, there he is. That's the one that I know people didn't get on with. Let's see. Leopard nails. I think I remember when I first got in here, I was thinking It would be nice if they did it like Xenoblade, where you could walk up to an enemy, or in this case a Pokemon, and just see above their head like their level. I think they did that in Arceus though, didn't they? Because the battle sequence didn't really shift. Shelter, I was trying to comfort the cats today because we had to move them from one cat room to another. Had to get new blankets for them. Oh. Certainly scare them as kittens. My favorite was reaching out to pet Tiger in the middle of the night one night in middle of winter, very cold. And I reached out and I kind of shuffled past the blankets to him. And he lifted up his head. We were both sitting on the blanket, or laying on it. And I touched his ear in the darkness of my room. And I saw a blue flash that scared both of us. It was like, Bud, I am so sorry. I had to get my butt kicked, but at least the music's great. Yeah, that's me with Sephiroth. Ooh, Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap's very cute. I always want a shiny one of those. It turns like blue, right? So Wingle, I'm missing it. Yeah, there's a couple shinies I really like. Anything that turns blue or black is like just awesome. Quick attack you, I guess. Black and yellow, yeah, that would look cool too. Finish the new one, I'm sure it would be great as well to do it all over again. I think we did end up finishing that, but we didn't like 100% it. Oh, you had a pretty feather on you. Actually, I feel like it has a lot of pretty feathers. I just happened to pluck one off. Oh dear. Went for my booty. I think it was before. We pretty much were streaming just that for a while there. Oh dear. But like I said, it has been a bit, so it's possible the DLC had just come out, maybe? Oh god, there's so many of these cuties. You're just not really who I want to fight right now. I'm looking for other Pokemon. But yeah, my first time playing through this game, I think I spent just so much time. What are you? Oh, it's a Metapod. Running around out here. I didn't go into the city until really late. Actually, wait, I don't want to knock it out. I think though, actually, Frenzy, what you're saying in terms of the gyms, I'm interested to see how the like go anywhere system is gonna work, because I heard that they're not scaled to your level, which is how I thought it would work. I don't know though, again, I haven't been looking, I haven't seen leaks, I've been avoiding everything other than official trailers, so. I know, it feels like these games honestly did just come out. You know what's really funny, Graphite? I found myself, when I've been going through Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, I found myself trying to sneak up behind them and I couldn't figure out why, because it just was like habit, and then I realized it was because of Arceus. found a note. Did someone drop it here? Use the right stick to rotate the... Yes. I am very aware. Oh, what are you? Even if it doesn't actually do anything, yeah. Be nice if it was kind of like in other, like, you know, like JRPGs where it's like, oh, you know, you got a back attack in, so you get to move first or something like that. That thing that no one likes evolving. Yeah, Persona does it too. Persona has those, like, oh, advantage battles. Watch some of 5. I was watching Super Butter Buns finishing 5 Royal the other night, and I got emotional all over again. I really enjoy that game. But I'm kind of waiting for 3 and 4 to come over to Switch. I have both already, but I kind of want to play them on there. Was bursting with energy to make itself stronger. It keeps on fighting even if it loses. Oh, no. Sorry. I need to just learn to mash B through this. Let's see. Anything else? Where am I? Oh, okay. I have a feeling you might be higher level, so I'm just gonna keep going this way. Oh, and suddenly sunshine. Oh, I recognize you from Gen 5. Do everything but the story, I can imagine. They're set levels. I'll be a bit bored by the gyms. Like I was saying earlier, I honestly do worry that the gyms might be a bit lackluster, but again, I hope they're not. Mainly because it's not this massive stadium and the crowd and, you know, all the hype. Oh. Double message from random. What does it mean? Looks so concerned, doesn't he? Oh, all right. Shiny Temple in Pokemon Go. Only reason I'm semi-fond of it. It's funny how getting a shiny can change your viewpoint on a Pokemon. Oh dear. Oh, well, there's our starter down. Sorry, cutie. Maybe I should have switched over to Yamper for that one. Orange and yellow. It's decently pretty, as long as it's a decent enough shine, like, noticeable, you know? I don't really dislike, you know, I know some people don't like Espeon, for example, because it turns into that, like, nuclear green. But at least if you see a shiny of it, that's a lot of experience. You'll know. Unlike, you know, Ghastly comes to mind. Pikachu's not all that great. Who else, chat? Am I thinking of Ghastly or am I thinking of... I may be thinking of Gengar. There's someone who just doesn't change very well. Garchomp, Yamper. Froakie, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Piplup, Squirtle. Oh dear. I don't think I have revives yet. So... that's interesting. Scyther. Yeah, poor water evos. That kind of sucks. Fair warning, you guys, there's a little ad break coming up. I'm just running into the city. I just need to heal. I'm not gonna go out of my way to catch anything right now. That, like, question mark over its head. Oh, and back to rain. I would do one of these, but, oh. Water is overflowing with a special sort of energy measured in watts. Gather watts yourselves from glowing Pokemon dens and glowing Pokemon out in the wild. Okay, just let me get to the Pokemon Center, please. Togetic and Togekiss Shiny are also lackluster. It's so unfortunate. I really wish they'd go back and kind of sort it, but... Yeah, the den idea is cool. I'm glad that it seems like we're getting that back with the terrestrialized, like, areas. Yeah, I always imagine it as sort of electricity, because I think there's something with your bike later on, and when you charge up your bike, there's like sparks and... Yeah. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Let me heal. Hey, over here. Okay, good. You're by the Pokemon Center, at least. French ads as well. Alright, I'll wait for the ads to finish before I read the dialogue. I was just trying to go to the, thing. Can we please appreciate this Choodle pulling on that tablecloth? Oh, you guys can't. It's... Heck, bear with. Just... Boop, boop. There you go. Now you can see it. Now you can see it. Yeah, every now and then my, my ads don't know what language to give me, I guess my what's the word? The marketers don't know what to give me in terms of ad language, so I get French ones every now and then. But I've noticed I get a lot more ever since I started clicking on Amazon links that Rosie sends me, because when I click on her Amazon links, it actually sends me to a French version of Canadian Amazon. I only know because it changes the language on my own, and I have to fix it every time, which is funny. But I feel like I get a lot more ads for that reason now. Yeah, the sunscreen brand. You guys are back? Perfect. There we go. Release a view to make it through the wild area. Seems like your trek ran your Pokemon ragged, though. You should pop into the Pokemon Center. Because there's something there in there I bet you'll get a kick out of if you're a real trainer and all. Spanish ads? No worries, Brandon. It's all good. Oh, look. The Ratomi's free. Ratomi are kind of Rotom information service. It's a handy machine for trainers. You can even use one to customize your league card. Try playing around with it with your league card a bit. Here's a sample for you. Got Leon's league card. I liked this. This is cute. I remember I spent one of my streams just kind of going through everyone's league card who was on my friend list. But Motostoke sure is big, right? Not to worry. Sonia is here to show you around a bit. Come find me after you heal up your Pokemon. Opening ceremony, huh? I get a bit worked up when I think how exciting and moving it was to actually stand on a stadium's pitch for the first time. Heal me. I don't mind, Sonia. I don't mind. You just carry an extra of that card around, Sonia. She's simping for Leon. By the way, you may be able to see a rare Pokemon at Wedgehurst Station now. What? Is that the... I don't have the DLC... Okay. Question. Is this DLC applied to an entire Switch, or is it applied to one person's Switch account? Battle? I'm just playing through the beginning. I'm not battling. Thank you for asking, though. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, yes. Have the cool, like, bubbles and stuff. There's some, like, you know, cute designs. You even get it without the... Oh, is it just, like, meant to be, like, an advertisement? There we go, just, like, Eevee all the way. Oh, I forgot about all this. These are cute. If you do get the DLC, everyone can play it. What's the whole Switch? I'm surprised a corporation would allow that. Yeah, so am I. Just like the uncertain face is what makes this. Yeah, you know what? Uncertain face it is. Trying to be confident, but not really. That's really funny. Yeah, if you have Eevee or Let's Go data, yeah. Does she need to use the restroom? Maybe a little bit. Alrighty, you guys. So I would keep going, but like I was saying earlier, my throat is completely shot, so I think we're gonna wrap up our Poké Rewind here. We have gone through every generation up until, or including Gen 8. Over the last 4 days, we've done 2 gens per day. Including some remakes. And tomorrow, again, I don't know what time I'm starting. I'm hoping for around normal time, but I don't know when my EB Games is open. I'm gonna go pick up Violet. If you guys want to come on by, I would love to have you. If you want to avoid spoilers, that's cool. But if you want to, you know, watch it later or watch it back for whatever reason again, I will be uploading all the episodes to YouTube probably as fast as I can. Yeah, no, Arcane, no, I'm good. I'm good. I can do some trades. Just send me the Discord message, and I'll stay on and help you trade for those. Yeah, copy down the raids, you guys. Or the raid messages, I guess. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. And if you want to drop a follow, feel free as well. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be streaming nothing but Violet over the next however long until we beat it. I'm excited. Oh god, I see people streaming it. Alright. Oh god, who to raid? Need to raid someone who is not streaming it. There's a lot of people who are streaming it. I am going to go hang out with Wade. She's... We're not eating Wade. She's playing some Grounded. Thank you for the follow, you got a Tepig. She's playing some Grounded, which is something Mike and I have been playing off stream. And Wade is just fantastic. You guys are in good hands with her if you are looking for some avoiding Pokemon content. Have a good one though.
Redacted.
And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm so excited.